Welcome back to the official Thompson Resume Writing Company YouTube channel. I am Tamika Thompson. I'm the owner and resume writer at Thompson Resume Writing Company. And for this video, I'm going to be giving you a list of words that you should absolutely positively not have on your resume at all. Now, these terms in particular used to be popular on resumes back in the day. These terms are what I call, or what resume writers call, filler words, which means that they're on the document, but they don't give anything. They don't give value. They don't give context. All they do is just take up characters and space. And since you only have 2 pages to make an impression with a recruiter, this means that every single word that you put on your resume needs to serve a purpose, and that purpose should be to communicate and to convey that you are the best person for this job. So without further ado, here are a list of filler words that you should never, ever have on your resume. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start this list off with the number 1 word that I hate to see the most, and that is hard working. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you guys how often I come across resumes today that have the word hardworking on it. Number 1, if you are hardworking, you shouldn't have to say it, right? That's going to be shown through your accomplishments, right? Through your value. If you've increased something, the impact that you've had on the company, if you've decreased something, if you came in and overhauled something, if you've implemented something, if you've instituted a new process, if you're leading teams of like 35 people or more to accomplish crazy company goals. Okay, that is hardworking. That shows hardworking. Hardworking is such a vague term, and hardworking is also relative. So your version of hardworking can look different from the hiring manager's version or the recruiter's version. And then also, what the heck does it mean? If you say you're hardworking, does that mean that you're like dependable, that you're reliable, that you show up for work on time every day? Does that mean that you're leading all of your meetings on time and you start all of the meetings on time? And there are so many other ways to show that you are hardworking versus saying that you are hardworking. Again, you show that through your value, you show that through your accomplishments, you show that through the impact that you've had in your previous positions and the impact that you've had in the company overall since the day that they've hired you. So please stop saying that you are hardworking and show that you are hardworking. If you do need assistance with this, I did record a video giving you some tips on how to communicate your value on your resume, and I did record another video giving you some ideas on some quantifiable metrics and numbers that you can include in your resume to show your value. But by all means, watch those videos, get those tips, stop listing hardworking. Next on this list is driven. I see this all the time. Driven leader, driven professional, driven hardworking professional. Like driven, get rid of it. I'm sick of it. Ambitious is another one, piggybacking off of driven. Stop using those 2 words, because if you are driven, if you are ambitious, again, that is going to show with the content that you have on your resume. If you're a driven and ambitious person, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have maybe different promotions or multiple promotions throughout your resume. They're going to see a lot of advancement and progression throughout your career, of you rising through the ranks either through your company or in your career. Driven can also mean that you are serving on different projects and you're kind of trying on different hats throughout your career as you go, and they're seeing maybe consistency throughout your career, so maybe there aren't any gaps. That's what I think of when I think of somebody who say that they're driven. That's the type of content that I would expect to see on their resume. Please stop saying that you are driven, and again, show that you are driven. Show your promotions, show your awards, show your accomplishments, show your certificates, show all of your degrees or all of your trainings or all of your licenses. That is how you show driven. Do not say that you are driven, show it. Number 3 on this list is that god-awful transformational leader buzz phrase, catchphrase. This phrase became popular on resumes in the past 5 years or so, and people have been just running it into the ground. And especially with my executives, with my leaders, my managers, my directors, I see this a lot on y'all's resume, and I need you to stop using it. So when you think of someone who is a transformational leader, instead of saying it, again, you want to show it. So if you are an organizational leader, a transformational leader, then we are going to see on your resume that you have overhauled things, that you have upended things, that you have revamped things, that you have renovated things, that you have spearheaded things and led major projects, turnarounds, organizational shifts. things like that. So those are some ways that you would show that you are a transformational leader versus saying that you are a transformational leader. And again, a lot of that comes from values, numbers, and successes. So talk about the teams that you have built from the ground up. Talk about the processes that you have built from the ground up. Talk about how maybe the department was underperforming when you came on board, but when you did your magic, everything was, in the green and increased by 35% or something along those lines. That is how you show that you're a transformational leader instead of just saying it. If you're going to use this term, by all means, that's okay. Just make sure that you have the content and the successes to back it up. Number 4 on this list is dynamic. I hate seeing the word dynamic. I hate seeing all of these words, if y'all can't tell. But dynamic is another one that I see a lot. I see this word, dynamic leader, dynamic professional. Throw it out, toss it away, throw it in the trash. Stop saying that you're dynamic, and again, continue to show that you're dynamic. When I think of the word dynamic, I think of someone who is bold, who is full of energy, who can bring fresh ideas, right? So if you're saying that you're dynamic, talk about that. Talk about how you lead your team fearlessly or how you lead operations fearlessly. Talk about the new ideas that you may have presented and implemented and launched and got off of the ground. Again, as I keep saying, stop saying that you are something and instead show that. So sure, say that you're dynamic, but also show the ways that you have been dynamic. Show what you've led, show what you've introduced, show what you've spearheaded, show what you fought for. Last on this list, but I still hate this word just as much as the other ones, is liaise. I don't know. Somebody introduced liaise to y'all vocabulary a couple of years back, and that is all I have been seeing on resumes to show collaboration and communication, and basically a roundabout way of saying that you've worked with somebody else in other departments to make something happen. Just say that instead of saying liaise. It's over the top. It's unnecessary. You can just say that you communicated with someone, that you worked with a different team, that you collaborated with. Stop saying liaise with, because it is not necessary. Again, a different way to show that you liaise with someone or that you work with different teams is to communicate that on your resume. So maybe you work with 3 to 4 different teams on a particular project, or to get something launched, or to get something off the ground, to get something approved, etc. You can simply say that. You don't have to say, liaise with 4 departments to complete the overhaul implementation project. Like, you don't have to say that. You can simply say worked with marketing, accounting, and legal teams to complete the overhaul renovation project or whatever. But please stop saying liaise. It's unnecessary, and a lot of people use it out of context anyway. And the last thing that you ever want to do is misuse a word in your resume, because then you're going to come off looking silly. If you have any of these words on your resume, especially if you have them on your resume without the context and the content to back it up, I want you to go delete, 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 delete. Take these words off of your resume in 2023, because you do not need them. Again, value is communicated in numbers, value is communicated in successes and impact. It's not necessarily communicated in empty words that don't mean anything. If you have additional questions in regards to filler words, words that you should and should not use on your resume, feel free to go ahead and drop a comment down below. If you enjoyed watching this video and you took something away from it, or you learned something, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button down below. Go ahead and hit the like button. If you need assistance with your resume, I would be more than happy to help you. Feel free to email me directly at hello@thompsonresumes.com. Feel free to view my website at www.thompsonresumes.com to take a look at my pricing and packages. If you want more career, resume, and job search tips from me, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. My profile name is Tamika Thompson. My Instagram handle is @_Mika Thompson. And you can also subscribe to my email list. The link to do so is in the description box down below. If you are watching this video but you're not subscribed to my channel, but you like this video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below so that you can join my growing YouTube community and stay in tune with content that is going to help you level up your resume or career life. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time with another helpful video. Bye!